What up, gamers? It's me, Light Spiller, and I'm back to do a new video. This video I wanted to talk about why video games are important. But before I do that, I just wanted to give a shout out to all the new subscribers. I don't know how you came to my channel, whether it's through social media, somebody recommending my channel, you seeing me on another YouTube channel, whatever the case is. Leave comments down below and let me know. It's important because that gives me good feedback. It lets me know where you guys are coming from, because I've been looking at a lot of things. Thank you guys for all the comments about the new intro. There's a lot of new information that I want to release and talk about, but I'll share that at another time. A good buddy of mine's, he's working with me with the editing and stuff like that, and I'll get into that. He's the one that's created the new video intro, so hope you guys enjoy it. It looks real professional, polished. I'm hearing great things about it and just want to keep that up. Now, the first thing as the reason why video games are so important to me is because they play such a pivotal role in my life. As I was growing up, going through a lot of things, it gave me that direction of escape, kind of allowed me to be able to get out of situations and just digress. Just being around a lot of hostile type environment, it allowed me to mentally escape, you know, to shut down, to not feel, to not think about it. Not like I became a robot or anything like that, but it just allowed me to not think too much about the situation. So that was a good thing for me. It allowed me to just move forward and think bigger and do different things with my life. Now, believe it or not, with video games, it actually gives me, and this is my next point, it actually gives me an understanding of people and how they work and how the world works. It allows me to use my analytical skills. I take characteristics from certain characters that I've played in the past, and I make an assessment of people based off of game characters that I've played. It allows me to just dive into people's heads and kind of see them for who they are, and base that off of their personality, their traits, and how they respond to certain questions and stuff like that. That's why, honestly, I like games that are more of subjective to detective work, investigation, putting together pieces and puzzles, like Murder Soul Suspect. I know the game got bashed for a lot of its mechanics, the glitches and stuff like that. The PS4 version was better, the PS3 was garbage. That's just my opinion, but yeah, it definitely gives me a better understanding of how the world works and how people actually work. Now, the next thing is, and this probably is another surprise to people, and some people probably can relate to it as well, is that video games have actually been like a good friend to me. It fills that void, that gap in my life, as far as just feeling like I need something to pass the time, or I need a story, or I need something interesting to do, or I need a good semi-movie type feel experience, or I need to listen to a great song, or, you know, it's like all these little elements. Being able to read something, being able to immerse myself with a character within a game. So it's been that buddy that I've always been able to count on. You know, I didn't necessarily always need friends because I had video games, and you know, and it can sound like whatever it may sound like on any level, I guess you can put it on, but for me, it definitely helped me to work well with other people and move forward, like I'm saying even throughout this video altogether. Now, the last thing that I would say why video games are so important to me is because it's helped me sharpen my skills as far as a person. It's given me better reasoning and thinking and management skills and strategizing skills. They've already done numerous studies on how shooters actually sharpen your skills, because you're able to pinpoint objects, small, minute little objects on a video or on your TV screen that you normally wouldn't in your everyday life. But this actually is good for the brain. It widens, it broadens your thinking, and you know, like I'm even talking about throughout this video, there's a lot that video games actually have to offer besides, you know, that nice little endorphin feel that you get from pleasure from playing video games, you know, and that release of stress, you know. But for me, the big thing that I do see, that it definitely allows me to strategize throughout my life, and video games help me to, even when you're in that tough position or that tough part of the game, there is such a push inside of you. I don't know, man, it's an unction, I don't know, persistence, something that keeps you going, because at the end of it you get rewarded. So there are ways that you figure out, okay, how can I make it through here a lot faster the next time, especially when you're on the clock and the game is telling you, okay, you got to make it through this house in 2 minutes, but you got to kill 20 people, or you got to get this object out of there, or whatever the case is. It's so out the box, and so it helps me in my everyday life to stay persistent, to stay in that analytical state of mind where I strategize and say, you know what, I'm not going to give up until I resolve whatever issue that the client or the customer that I'm dealing with at that time. But other than that, just tell me your thoughts. Why is video games, or what makes video games so important to you? Leave comments down below. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I'm Life Spiller.